What's going on, guys? I'm your host, John Methencamp, and you might be able to tell I'm a little under the weather this week. So this is going to be a short intro. Tonight's episode is a live replay from back in May. We have multiple guests on the show, and it'll give you a sneak peek as to what goes on during the lives. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Out in the woods, shadows creep slow. Footprints deep where no man should go. Cold winds howl through hollers and brooks. Whispers of Bigfoot in the way it looks. Miss monsters and bullets in the night. Under a pale moon, strange glowing light. Truth out there like a blade it cuts. Myths, monsters, and bullets run amok.
On TikTok. And we are live. Expand that out. I did a promo video. Did you get it? Okay. Mrs. Fike has joined the chat. Hello, Mrs. Fike. Spirit Chaser, how you doing tonight? Ooh, getting a burst right here at the beginning. I like that. We do paranormal encounters. I'm supposed to have chasing ghosts and making toasts coming in tonight. But if you have a paranormal encounter you'd like to share, leave a comment down below and we'll get you in the box. If you haven't yet, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. You can find a link to that in my profile, or you can look up Myths, Monsters, and Mullets on YouTube. You can also find me on most podcast players. And if you don't feel like coming in the live and have a paranormal encounter, you can email me at mythsandmullets@gmail.com. And we can get you on the show that way. This will be our last scheduled Sunday night live until September. Yeah. We're going to be doing as much camping as possible this summer. I do have a question if you're watching the live right now. Do I have an echo? Because when I was testing my audio, it kind of sounded like I had an echo. Good, good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, Burnt Reynolds. I know it can be a full-time job sometimes. Yeah, I have to take PTO just to be able to do my lives. All right, who all we got in here? Got Louise, Burnt Reynolds, the lovely Mrs. Fike, and Spirit Chaser. But we just got started. But Spirit Chaser, I have a feeling that you probably have some paranormal encounters with a name like that. Would I be correct? TJ Gow, how you doing? Welcome in. Again, if you have a paranormal encounter, you have quite a few. Spirit Chaser, you want to come in and tell a few? And what? We lost everybody. Where'd everybody go? Is my mullet not luscious enough this weekend? Pretty luscious. I don't know what the problem is. We got a little burst right there at the beginning, and now it's just Spirit Chaser and Mrs. Fike. This says Burnt Reynolds is, huh? That's what it looks like. I appreciate it, Burnt. It must not be showing everybody that's, I don't know. Charles, how you doing? Spirit Chaser, did you want to come in and talk about some of your paranormal encounters? Because that's what we're here for. Perch, how you doing? Gloria, welcome in. If you have a paranormal encounter, leave a comment down below. We'll get you in the box. Like I said, we are waiting patiently for chasing ghosts and making toast. They're supposed to be coming in tonight. We will find out. We got 1K already. Burnt has been, there's Spirit Chaser. Thank you for the share. Yeah, I appreciate the likes. You're going to wear out your thumb early. You know, I've learned, because as a cougar hunter, you know, you got to save your fingers. If you go too fast at the beginning, you're going to get wore out. You might even get a cramp, and that's not any fun for anybody. So pace yourself. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you're drinking water. I appreciate the share there, Burnt. I haven't seen you live on YouTube. I've been wanting to come in and watch you. Maybe I'm just missing you. When's the next time you're going live? Scott Holmes, welcome in. Yeah, keep sharing and liking. Let's get on the For You page. Pearly, how you doing? Keep saying Spirit Chaser's leaving, coming back. I don't know if that's just a glitch in the system or what. Bruce Jenkins, welcome in. We're looking for anybody with a paranormal encounter. Did I miss whether Spirit Chaser wanted to come in? No. Just doing short videos, bang stuff. Cool. Yeah, Jay, welcome in. Jason, how you doing? Deep dive with Dano. Saw his name pop up. How's it going, Danny? I can call him Danny because I've known him long enough to know him as Danny. Brian, how you doing? Spirit Chaser says, let's go. There we go. How's it going tonight? Spirit Chaser, did you mean to press the request? Spirit Chaser, are you there? He may have accidentally requested to join the live. That happens sometimes. I'm going to assume. There he is.
I'm trying. Did it work?
Yep, there you are.
Told you this phone's horrible. How's it going?
Good. Where are you from?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yep, good old New England.
Been doing any witch trials or anything up there?
I actually just hit up a witches circle that's kind of off the grid. It's not in Salem.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like to research all the old stuff from like the 1800s and try to hit up those locations. I don't like going to places that have already been done.
Right. So what all do you just do like lore, or do you do actual ghost hunts? I do
folklore, cryptid, and ghosts.
Nice. You have a cryptid encounter?
I can't say for sure if it was Bigfoot, but I did actually see what looked like a house. It wasn't definitely man-made. It was the way the vines were intertwined and everything. There's no way. Someone would have to spend like hours making this. There was no trash or litter around like humans would leave behind. If you're working on something like that, it's going to be a big project.
Right.
I stumbled upon it. There was reports of sightings around there. So I went out, went in the woods alone. Was like, all right, this guy has chickens, all this stuff. He said something was eating his chickens. So you're thinking coyote or whatever. Well, not even 1.5 miles from his property, up over the hill line, there was actually, I found that right there. Like literally 1.5 miles from his house.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
My buddy Matthew over at Drunken Cryptids has a theory that they're not really shelters because, or like markers of any kind, Like,
Yep.
because a lot of people think, oh, they're showing the way to water or food sources or things. His theory is they're boundary markers for like their
Oh,
territory, and to
yeah,
tell
that's
like other cryptids or other Bigfoot to stay out of their area. And it makes sense to me.
yeah, it does make sense.
Because if you have a creature that can see in the dark, they obviously don't need signs, or anything like that. I mean, like he said, where everything is in your house. You don't need a marker saying, "Oh yeah, there's the sink."
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like animals; they mark their scent, mark their territory. So
Right. Right. And
it's
that's not for
understandable.
them. That's for other animals. Or
Mm-hmm.
say this is mine. So yeah. So
As far as
you do ghost hunting on.
oh yeah, I've done ghost hunting. I've been doing this stuff for 25 years now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So what got you into it?
Actually, this is back when it was like VHS time. We're talking like VHS in the camcorder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not no digital stuff, no editing, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
What actually got me into it was I grew up as a kid. My neighbor's house was haunted, not my house. My neighbor's house was actually haunted. My parents used to go over there and play cards back in the 80s. The TV used to go on, go through channels by itself. The people claimed that there was a pilgrim woman outfit that was literally in the window with a child. So we'd be over there, I'd be
Remember
sitting
that?
there, they'd be playing cards, partying, and then boom, TV goes on, goes through channels, the blocks we played with upstairs would knock down randomly. And I was about 5? Yeah, 5 years
Wow.
old.
So I had somebody come in my live, and I believe they were from Massachusetts, weren't they? She said she saw the Amish woman. Yeah, and that's kind of what she described was, this
Huh,
pilgrim looking woman that,
no kidding.
yeah, I'm gonna have to message her and find out exactly where that was.
Yeah. Was
But
her name Maris by any chance?
no,
No, because I was the girl. That was like my friend, my neighbor.
no, I think her name was Stacy,
Oh, all right.
if I remember right. I'll have to go back and look.
My
Yeah, she,
parents bought the land and built their house. This house was an original, like, 1800s house. It was old.
oh wow.
It's still standing to this day. People have bought it, moved on, added on to it. It kind of make you want to go there and be like, listen, you added on. Did any activity kick up?
Yeah, that's something that you hear a lot of once you start making changes. The
Hmm.
activity kicks off. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
But as far as paranormal, one experience still sticks with me from about 5 years ago. I was at Fort Adams in Newport, Rhode Island. It's an old military fort. We were doing the officer quarters. We had keys to the building where you could get in everything. If the key did not unlock it, you couldn't go in it because it wasn't safe. So it was like full access. And I had a little girl say daddy clear as day, not through equipment. It said daddy, like loud because it echoed because you were near the officer quarters. I don't know if you're familiar with the layout. It's like the officer quarters and then behind it
Really?
is where they store all the old officer furniture and everything. It was in that area. It was me and someone from Paranormal Legend Society. His name was Dennis at the time. We had the teddy bear that had the light up device on it knock over like 5 times. I took
Really?
off because I like to roam. So I took off down around the corner, and then the guide came to see what we were doing because it was only me and Dennis over there. Because he's like, "I'll go with you." No one wanted to go. And then he's like, "Oh, I saw a lady in black over here, actually right in this area." So he left us alone. Then all of a sudden, the little kid goes, "Daddy," just like that. It was like my daughter talking to me. It like creeped me out. I just froze, and I was like, "That's not any equipment," because we had nothing running but camcorders.
Wow.
Wow.
So that I'll send you a link after this.
Yeah.
Um, we were doing an investigation at the Randolph County Infirmary, and we got just like, how most EVPs, you hear something real soft and you got to, you know,
Hmm.
enhance the audio to try to figure out what's going on. This was like, it sounded to me like a little girl walked up to the camera and said, "Daddy."
Wow.
And I have that recorded. I'll send it to you and see if it sounded similar.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was one experience that stuck with me. Just because it was
Because
a little kid.
I have an issue with kids' spirits. I don't believe they exist. And the reason I say that is, as I am a Christian, so I don't believe that God would allow the spirit of a child to be stuck here. So my theory is they're not really kids. They're something evil that's just trying to get your attention. So maybe that you'll interact with it a little more. That's just my opinion.
No, it makes perfect sense. They do try to trick you. And
Right.
What's going to let your vulnerability? Pretend to be a little kid. Now you're vulnerable because your guard's down.
Right. Right. And so, yeah, that I think that's why. I mean, when you see, and even in horror movies and stuff, like ghost kids and creepy kids, it's creepy because it's like that shouldn't even exist.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
So what about your
really...
what?
Sorry.
You said you saw the structure. What's your views on Bigfoot and Dogman?
I don't know. I've heard so much like local legends and all that stuff and folklore. The one thing I can say I do believe though is skinwalkers.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I can say I believe.
Well, they kind of tie into even the old werewolf mythology. You have to do something to be turned into this thing. So those stories have been around in Europe and all over the world for hundreds and thousands of years. And then the skinwalker thing has been in Native American lore for thousands of years.
Yep.
So, I think there's something to it. I think that one is, that's the only one I think is more like the werewolf thing, where it's a man actually changing into, or a person changing into a creature.
Yeah.
Whereas like Bigfoot, even Dogman, and some of these other ones, I think they're just stuck that way. That's just the way they are.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you one thing though, Bigfoot seems to be the hide and seek champion.
Well, and when I first started looking into Bigfoot and what my views were, is it's just this big ape. But then the more you hear about all these different things that people report, I can't give up on the woo,
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So if they're something extra, that would explain why people see a trackway that just ends. Like where did it go? It should have been leaving more tracks, or the perceived cloaking, or stuff like that. That would explain it. And that's why we haven't found a body.
I've been like a couple places. Like one place was actually a nature refuge. I took photos. Now I'm 6'3". Now a deer antler, okay, isn't gonna reach like 7'4", 5" in the air, scratching at the tree. You know how they rub their antlers against a tree?
Yeah.
Literally, my head, and then where the tree looked like it was grabbed was way up above my head. Just for like measurement, I was like, hold on, let me take a picture because people know my height. Boom. And I was like, okay, this is a little weird. And it was in a nature refuge, so I don't know. I didn't see anything other than that one. It looked like something grabbed a tree. Literally like busted through it, like squeezed like that and went boom. The way it was blown out on each side.
Also, the antler wasn't just up there. Like, wasn't the antler that made that? It looked like the tree had been manipulated,
it looked
too.
like it was grabbed like this, like something went and squeezed. And one side was curved and the other side was curved out and the middle was still there.
Wow. Deborah's saying She also doesn't believe that children's spirits are here. I also believe if there are any human spirits here on this planet, they refuse to move on. Yeah, you could be right. Could be right. Bill Oglesby says, I am a mullet man. That's the way to be. It's the way to be. So, yeah. How about UFOs? You had any UFO encounters?
I haven't had any UFO encounters.
Yeah.
Honestly, the spot where I did the Witches Circle is supposed to be a UFO hotbed, and it's an open area in the middle of the forest. So it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not about to go in there at night and play around by myself, because that woods is creepy enough.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. I don't know how much you get into like fairy lore. I don't know if you've ever gotten into that.
Oh, one of my old team members was big into that. He wanted to do the Fae and the troll investigations and all that stuff.
Well, I kind of wonder, when you start reading some of the Fae encounters, old encounters with the Fae, they kind of sound like UFO abductions.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Even their the descriptions of the Fae kind of sound like aliens, gray aliens. But yeah.
Well, I was reading that thing that we made a deal with technology a while back for technology from the Greys, so you never know. So many humans for technology, and we did have night vision at the end of World War II, which was kind of unheard of.
Right. What about the night vision that they had during Vietnam?
Oh yeah, that people even say cell phones came from it.
Yeah, but have you ever heard what the why they stopped using the red night vision that they came out with during Vietnam?
Wasn't it because it was attracting the weird creatures?
They could see them.
They released the creatures. Yeah, that's what it was. They released so many like hybrid creatures into the jungle at the time.
Well, they said they were like they were seeing demons and stuff flying in the sky, and these red glowing beasts in the forest. So the soldiers refused to wear them because they were freaking out. Like, we don't care if we're getting shot at. We don't want to see that.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do believe that we've obtained too much technology in too short a time. It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. So do you have any other ghost or paranormal stories you'd like to share?
I've just been working on some new stuff lately. I got rid of pretty much all my old footage, is like gone. Started over fresh because, like I said, that was with my team at the time. My team broke up. I was actually taking on King Philip's War, which no one really bothers taking on. One of the bloodiest battles in history.
Yeah,
and no one bothers to take it on. So I hit up Hockomock Swamp. This is why my team disbanded. There was a lot of threats coming through the spirit box. One person said something grabbed him. He was all cut on his arm. And then it said, "I'm going to slash you." He got the cut. He was on top of it. I wasn't near him. He came running down screaming that something touched him. And he had blood on his arm. And there was no branches running down that hill. It was open with an old foundation in the hillside.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Then the other one got threatened. He said something pushed him. He fell. According to him, something pushed him. He wasn't even he took 2 steps and tripped. And there was no root system or anything right in the trail we were on. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I swear to God, something pushed me." And then everyone was like, "Oh, there's something going on in here, blah, blah, blah." We're like, "Yeah, you think?" But there was a spot. It's like an archway. I wish I had a thermometer. There's this tree that leans over across the trail, like this. You walk under that, you can feel the temperature change no matter what time of year you're in there.
Really?
So we don't know if that's a portal or something, because once you cross that point, my friend was a medium. She came with me. She's like, "I don't like it here. I need to leave." And just turned around and walked out.
Holy cow.
But I never brought a thermometer to actually show the temp drop. That was my one regret.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's another theory about portals, is that's the reason the temperature changes there, is because you have this flow of energy from one to the other, and heat is energy. So
Yeah, you're literally going from like a main area almost, like it's not that wooded. And then as you go deeper is when you cross that path, and then you go down a little more, and that's where the old foundations and stuff are.
Hmm.
It's like you're going along and then you're going like back in time. It's an
Right.
old like cart road. You could tell it was like a cart road by the way it is.
Huh. And so if all the foundations are still there, then you still have like the what's it called? The thresholds.
Yeah.
Because this is just lore, but you know that there's the people who believe that the threshold of the house was like they would bless the threshold of the house to keep spirits out. And if you damage the threshold, then the spirits could get in. And some people believe that in some of these old foundations, since the spirit was, there was a spirit inside the house, and because the threshold still exists, they can't get out of the house. Like if somebody summons a demon inside the house and their threshold has been blessed, then that demon can't get out. That's just a theory. That's just something that I've heard. I don't know if it's true. Maybe Deep Dive with Dano has some input on that. We don't know.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
It's still going through? All right.
Yeah. Yes. Betsy, welcome in. Jay, welcome in. And Casey Bobbert, welcome in. I think those are the only ones I missed. Deborah, welcome in.
I also took on an old area that was connected. I didn't know this. It was behind a baseball field. Someone actually discovered it. It was the remnants of an old house, and when I looked it up, it was the Blue House. It's called, that was the family name. And the Cook family. So I guess the house was there up until the 1900s, and it caught on fire. So when I went to that location, my spirit box, I asked who was here. It said Elizabeth Cook. Then it started naming off names. So it said Welcome Cook. And I'm like, there's no way that's a name. I looked up the history. Almost every single name came through from that family. In that history line, Welcome Cook was actually a person. It was the father.
Really?
That was his name, Welcome. Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if the mom let the dad pick the name on that one.
I don't know.
And he's like, welcome, son.
Welcome to the world. Welcome, Cook.
Right.
But like when I did the video back in the day, I actually put it up, you know, because they had the list of, supposedly there's a cemetery in there, but I couldn't find the cemetery. Like a family cemetery. I couldn't find it. But supposedly on the, like, Find a Grave where they mark the people, that was the names. I had Elizabeth. That was Elizabeth's house, supposedly, that burned down, that I was in one of the foundations.
Wow.
So it said Elizabeth. And then when I moved to the other spot, which was like kind of almost like a church, but it was like a farm barn, but they use it as like a church, the Quakers.
Yeah.
So Quakers didn't believe in like the big burials, you know, with all the big tombstones and all that stuff. So that's why it was hard for me to find the cemetery. But that's where I had Welcome Cook come through.
Wow.
I thought was crazy. My wife's camera, she had a nice big professional camera. Every battery she loaded in to take pictures within 2 minutes was toast.
Yeah. My wife's over here like making faces because when she went to the Randolph County Infirmary with us, her camera, that's exactly what happened. It had fresh batteries in it. It took like, I don't know, 12 or 15 pictures, and then batteries were dead.
Yeah, she was just going around taking pictures of the artifacts people found, like metal detecting. They leave them on the foundation. So you had like pieces of the old stove, stuff like that. And then she was just snapping pictures, you know, going along, and all of a sudden one battery gone. Pops in another one, and they're big batteries. It was a Nikon, like, professional camera, because she was doing professional photography.
Yeah.
And it would toast one battery. Not a little while later, toast another one. And she's like, I fully charge these.
Yeah. And I mean, so when we did our investigation at that point, I was open-minded skeptic. But then, I started seeing all these things that, you see on the different ghost hunting shows, like the batteries dying for no freaking reason. I'm like, huh.
I've had my video camera literally shut off for no reason with a full battery. Like something hit the power button and sent it goodbye. I turned it back on and it's full.
Yeah. Yeah. We had similar things happen down there too. So my wife said her ankle hurt and that's why she went home. I think it was because she was scared.
My wife does the same thing when I bring her places.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she just says, she believes in the paranormal. She knows it exists, but she just doesn't want to think about it. Just as long as she isn't thinking about it, it's fine. She doesn't want ghosts climbing in bed with her, is what she says. You still there? Uh-oh. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Didn't hear anything for a while. I thought maybe
my internet and my phone service has been acting weird for the past 3 weeks. I don't know what it is. My wife's phone too. And we're on completely different plans. I was like solar flares or something. I'm messing with this.
Actually, that is a very good possibility. They were in they said like an 11-year cycle, and they're talking like in the way these cycles work. The one that we're on right now could last like a couple of years where we're having this increased activity.
Yeah, because like I said, I'll go from Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi will randomly cut. I go on my 5G. My 5G becomes LTE, and then it's just toast. Then it pops back up randomly. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? It's been like that for 3 weeks. And I'm on Verizon. My wife's on AT&T, and she's got the same issue.
Maybe it's a ghost in the machine.
Could be.
Ghost dog, welcome in. Well, the spirits like to talk through these electrical devices, and maybe because of the increased solar activity, they've gotten a little more juice to them. And now they're just taking over the electronics. I'm just spitballing here. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm no ghostologist. Lisa, welcome in. Oh, Lisa said bye.
All right, bud, I'm going to head off here. I got to take my dogs out and get them all set. So,
well, I really appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yep. I think we follow each other, correct?
Yeah, we do. I added you yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Well, thank you for coming in, and thanks for watching.
No problem. Have a great night.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Jules Rules comes in. Ghost dog. Guessing you probably have some kind of paranormal encounter. What do you say, ghost dog? Jules Rules. How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I didn't do my live last week, so. How you doing, ghost dog? See, we got Casey Bobbert in here, Jay, Spirit Chaser, the lovely Mrs. Pike. Laura's in here. I didn't even see her come in. Hi, Laura. Yeah. Hi, Laura. Ghost Dog, Jules, and Deborah. Let's see. I am doing great. Ghost Dog, do you have any, sorry, nature calls it. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm going back through. Thank you for the heart me, Ghost Dog, and JD. Ghost Dog, do you have a paranormal encounter you'd like to share? Josh, how you doing tonight? Yeah, I didn't do my live last week. I was, what did we have? Well, there was something going on last weekend. What was it? Yeah, but, I'd had a migraine the day before. And anytime I get a migraine, that's okay, Ghost Dog. I appreciate you being here watching and for giving me the heart me and joining my team. I appreciate it. Make sure I'm following you. Oh yeah, we're following each other. But yeah, anytime I get a migraine, the next day I feel totally drained, like mentally and physically drained. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Yeah. And this migraine hit weird because normally I get the visual disturbances, and this one I didn't. It went straight to the headache. And we were driving at the time. I had to just like pull over and have Becca drive because it was making me nauseous. And I came home. I think I slept 14 hours and still woke up tired. So I do apologize for not having a live last week, but it is what it is. Yeah. So the live next week, still up in the air because I want to go camping. Becca doesn't like the weather outlook, not because it's supposed to rain. She's a wimp. And it's supposed to be like high 40s, low 50s at night. So, and we tent camp. Actually, I sleep in a hammock. So it's a little chilly. But I got the itch, man. I need to go camping. I was going to go this weekend, but we had those severe storms come through on Friday night. And then yesterday was just wind all day. And I really don't feel like having a tree fall on me while I'm sleeping. I mean, doesn't sound like fun. Bobbert's feeling it too. Yeah. Did you guys get any of those storms? I'm in Indiana. How about you? I'm originally from Ohio. My wife made me move here. Texas. Yeah, I'm trying to think the last person. Oh, Jenna from She Squatchers came on the show. Oh, her episode hasn't dropped yet. Yeah. Wednesday, Tammy from the She Squatchers, her episode will drop on YouTube and your podcast players. The joint interview that I did here on live with the She Squatchers dropped last Wednesday. Hearing thunder as you speak. Sorry to hear that because the storms this year have been horrible. It's like we've had more tornadoes in Indiana and Ohio and Kentucky in the last 2 years than I think I remember in my entire life. Yeah. Yeah, the She Squatchers, I did an interview here on TikTok. That was back, holy cow, that was back in April sometime. Their episode dropped last Wednesday. This Wednesday's Tammy. Next Wednesday is Jen. And then, thank you for that, FYP, hashtag FYP. Yeah. So next week will be Jen. She's actually got 2 episodes, so it'll be 2 weeks of Jen. Then Jenna. And then we have Todd Neese for 2 weeks. What was her name? Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot hunting couple. They're coming on. I'm blanking on their name right now. We have a Bigfoot encounter from New York. And I feel like I'm forgetting one. Yeah, all in all, it'll end up being like 8 or 9 weeks of Bigfoot related content on myths, monsters, and mullets. Yeah. And then after that, we're going to do some off the rails kind of stuff where it's paranormal, but that's not the main focus of it. I have Mel Heflin, the actress. She came in and did an interview the other night. We talk about horror movies and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I'm scheduled out until at least the 3rd week of July right now, as far as what I have recorded. So, but I'm still taking interviews. The more interviews I get done now, the more I can relax this summer. So that's what I want to do. I want to relax. Becca makes me so nervous. You know, I got to get out in the woods. If you've never been in my live before, I make fun of my wife because she's sitting across from me. Well, across the room from me. And she doesn't like to be on camera and she doesn't like her voice being heard. So I can make fun of her right now. I pay for it later. I do. I mean, that's the reason I have to have a week between my lives, because I gotta get rid of the black eyes. Yeah, so if you have a paranormal encounter you'd like to share but don't want to come in the live and would rather do it one-on-one, or we can do a phone interview, email me. I'm in hammock tonight. I'd love it. I love that thing, man. I wish I really need to get one of those stands and just put it up in the house, because that is the best sleep I get all year is when I'm in that hammock. I love it. I forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, if you have a paranormal encounter, and I know it's like ADHD, calm down. Yeah, if you have a paranormal encounter and you don't want to come in the live, you can email me at mythsandmullets@gmail.com. I can put that up on the screen, I believe. Maybe. Maybe. I'll figure that out. Yeah. mythsandmullets@gmail.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Miss Monsters and Mullets. Leave me a message there. Leave me a message here on TikTok. Leave a comment on one of my videos. We'll get you on the show, but we can do phone interviews if you're not comfortable being on video. I do prefer video though. I'll be on video. Hunting ghosts and making toast. How you doing tonight? Been texting all day. Do what? That's right. She came in and did my intro one night. She had the best mullet on that night. It was great. You were editing? I get it. That video that's coming out on Wednesday. I bet I have 6-7 hours just on that 1 hour video. It was a tough one. So you ready to come in? Yeah. That's right. Till I went noodly. All right, let's get you in. No.
That's what she said.
Amanda, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Just sitting on my porch, enjoying the view.
Nice. Finally get to see each other face to face now.
Here I am in the flesh. I don't have my mullet on point yet, but I'm working on it.
Like I said, I can send you one.
Send me one. I'll put it on. I'll wear it.
I'll actually send you 3.
3?
Yeah.
For the price of one? Or for
Well,
the price of...
we'll talk about that offline.
All right.
So you went to the Paracon up at the what was it? The
Ohio State Reformatory.
Yes.
Shawshank Redemption.
Right. How was that?
It was good. We arrived a little bit late because we didn't realize that it was only 10 to 5 because I didn't read the instructions. I was just like, okay, I've had the tickets for months, but I've never been, so I wanted to scope it out to do a private tour. It's like $1,500. But I don't know. I like to go in when it's super quiet. It was just a lot of people, so super overstimulating, and you can go in any of the dark cells and have a little bit of quiet. But I think it was better that we went later in the day because people were kind of shuffling out at that point, so we were able to actually get in there and actually have some stuff happen. You're not supposed to bring equipment in.
I know. I saw what you did. Back. Shame.
Well, I mean, well, I didn't bring the cat ball there were other people that did the same thing. I just happened to have the Epoch box and you know, my backside, and I had my DR60 in my front side. I tried to get the Rode mic in there, but then I didn't want to be looking all ding-a-lingy, so
Deborah says she loves your shades.
thank you. I appreciate that. These are I can actually see properly with these. Without them, I'm ghost mode. I can't see nothing.
So I don't want to do full interview here because we are scheduled for Wednesday. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? So, and I need everybody to go over and follow Hunting Ghosts and Making Toast.
Oh my gosh, me in a nutshell.
Yes.
Well, I've been probably investigating probably about 10 years. I'm actually from Toronto, Canada originally. I moved here in 2017 for marriage. We became a COVID divorce statistic, and just ended up staying in Kentucky because I love it so much, and just bought a house in Owenton, Kentucky, and it is wildly haunted. It was not planned, and I believe in synchronicity. But we do lives pretty much every week. And usually we get quite a bit of activity. A lot of the stuff is actually happening at home, so it's saving me a lot of money on like location. It's like why go rent this place out when I have it at home? But yeah, I mean, daytime I'm a drug and alcohol therapist, and by night I'm hunting ghosts and making toast.
Right. We need to get you a tripod because your arm's going to get tired.
I just happen to be sitting outside, and one of my buddies, daytime paranormal, spirit chaser, he's like, I think you're supposed to be on right now, and I'm like, no, dude, that's Wednesday, and so I hopped on.
I thought you were coming in tonight, so and I said that. So
that was probably my ADHD.
Yeah, spirit chaser came in for a minute. So
yeah, he's cool. He's been really helpful. I'm thinking about maybe traveling down to where he's at. There's a couple spots that he wants to check out, and I like to travel. I've been to Salem. I actually had one of my honeymoons in Salem.
Oh, really?
Emphasis on one of. Yeah.
Well, but yeah, I mean, I'm on number 3. So.
Me too.
We're like connecting here.
Yeah, we totally are. Wednesday's gonna be a good day. So yeah, I just don't want to have too many spoilers, but I mean, if you check out my page, you'll see, you know, locations that we've done. We really try to focus on real footage, no CGI. I don't even really do any video editing. It's all basically boom mics, audio enhancements, really trying to catch those good EVPs and those voices, and a lot of good stuff from locations like Randolph County Asylum, Whispers Estate, despite some unpopular opinion. There is one on there though, that you can watch from Whispers. There's a couple actually, and those are pretty good. And that's like, I think I got through 40 minutes of like 8 hours. Wow. So I still have a lot to do because we just did that like 3 weeks ago. We're doing Old Jailers Inn and Old Talbot Tavern in Bardstown, Kentucky, end of June. We were just there a month ago, but all of our SD cards just malfunctioned.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Yes, it does. It does. Absolutely, it does.
No. And it happened at Randolph County Asylum. And it was like,
dude,
Randolph is a beast.
Yes, it is. We had 5 static cameras set up, and we were getting all this activity. Four of the cameras were corrupted during that time. Only one of them recorded.
Which one? Where did you have the one set up that was corrupted? Do you remember?
They were spread out. Most of the activity was in the kitchen.
Doris.
Yes.
That's my girl. If anybody goes to Randolph County Asylum and sees a hand painted wooden plaque, yours truly made that, and they have still to this day kept it there. And I think I left it there in 2021. So
when did you go in 2021?
It was mid-November, and it was freezing.
Yeah, we went there April 2nd of 2021.
Yeah, we were November. And then I've pretty much gone back every single year because it just like calls you back.
Yeah.
It's just one of those places. And I don't know if they still have that mannequin in the lobby, but they need to get rid of that thing because that thing almost gives me coronary every time I walk by it. I'm like, this is the scariest part of the building is this damn mannequin.
Yeah, they put it in different spots and take pictures for their social media with it. So
yeah, I'm not okay with that one.
have you ever heard of the Demon House of Hartford City?
Heard of many demon houses, but not Hartford City. Is that Connecticut?
No, it's near me. So right around Winchester.
No.
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
That's not the Zach Bagans one,
No,
is it?
that one was in Gary and it got torn down.
Yeah, because I have a whole bucket of the dirt from it. I have all the relics. I collect relics. I have a piece of the house. I have a piece of the dirt. I have Bobby Mackey's well dirt. Bobby Mackey piece of the building before they demoed it.
I never made it there before that got torn down.
I'm actually pretty close with Bobby Mackey. We're on like speed dial with each other. So they're actually in the process of reconstruction. So they're just kind of doing, building plans and stuff like that, but they're actually going to be building on the same land. So that's coming.
Well, what do you think's going to happen? You think because they are building on the same land, the new place will be haunted?
Oh yeah, 100%. I truly believe that it will be. I think it has a lot to do with the land. There's a lot of stuff that happened around the place. A lot of the stories are completely stretched, but I mean that place is no joke. That was one of the places I went when I was not taking things too serious. I was very, very skeptical at first, and now I kind of consider myself a skeptical believer because I'm one of those people that have to experience it to believe it. So everyone gets mad at me because I'm like a master debunker. I'm like, nope, it could have been this, could have been that. I want it to be real. So I went into Bobby Mackey's prior to being a skeptical believer. And I only say that because I haven't been touched or thrown down the stairs yet. That has not happened to me. Not saying it doesn't happen, but it hasn't happened to me, nor am I inviting it.
I was getting ready to say, you might want to watch how you word that.
Yeah, no, but I did at Bobby Mackey's. That's the problem. I jumped the fence. I sat in the well, and I said words I can't say on here, and basically, come at me, demons, come get me, and they did. I had a lot of stuff going on around me 4 months after, and had actually hired a shaman. Bunch of different things, and recently had another spiritual cleansing done because apparently some stuff from Randolph followed me home too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that when you come on Wednesday.
Yeah. I got stories on stories, man. But
That's
yeah,
good.
We don't want to give too much away.
Right. This is just a teaser for the fans.
Yeah, I think you gave a little too much, but there's more.
Nah. Well, I have a feeling our conversation is going to go for a while. So,
yes,
if I can squeeze 2 episodes out of you, I'm going to.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to make a little itinerary because honestly, there's so much that happens in my life that it's just you can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
You just, including stuff that happened just recently. Like I did a live on Friday, which I will not say anything about, but it was a big reveal. I don't know if anybody was on it. Probably not, because I'm really new to TikTok. About 2 weeks, because I was like, nope, not doing TikTok. I don't want to be part of it. And I've been convinced to share my footage on it because apparently it's good, and I'm getting a pretty decent response. So that's really validating, and I love that I'm able to share with people. So I wish I got on sooner. I really do, but I'm happy with what's happening so far. The thought I was the reveal. Found out some stuff about the house that we live in very recently from neighbors, and I'll go more into that on Wednesday because that's a heavy hitter right there.
Okay.
Explains a lot. Yeah.
So everybody needs to. Your episode won't drop till probably almost August. So, but
Wow.
yeah,
Busy bee.
I've been really hitting the interviews hard for the last few weeks because It's summertime, man. I want to relax a little bit, you know. I want to spend probably all this week here in the studio because we've got 3 interviews to do and a bunch of videos to edit. So I'm going to be busy this week because once Memorial Day hits, my weekends are booked.
You got to get some self-care in there. That's what the therapist in me is going to tell you. Here, I'll give you a little sneak peek in the house. $18.99. I don't know if you can see it because we keep it pretty dark in here. Let's see. Where is the light up in here? And I ended up buying the Paralight music box. My gosh, a light. I'm sorry, guys.
It'd probably be easier to see if you didn't have sunglasses on. I'm just saying.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. You can see better. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't dark the entire time.
I'm dying right now. So like little table of equipment that we have set up during our lives, it just it's just stayed there. But we're gonna do basement and attic coming up because those are the 2 places that we've been told to go by the residents of our humble abode here. And we also have a lot of like really antique items like Civil War era stuff like that. So we're probably just filled with stuff. It's a lot to go into, but we'll dive into it on Wednesday and it'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so we don't give out too much more. I'm going to say I appreciate you coming in tonight. And, you know, if we want to talk about something other than paranormal, we can stay on here as long as you want. But I'd like to.
My friend, gotta hit up the store before it closes on this lovely Sunday in our county that everything closes very early. So I just wanted to pop in and say hello, and I'm excited to share some more with y'all on Wednesday.
Absolutely. Before you leave, everybody needs to click on the name and follow him here. And be looking for an episode coming out on Myths, Monsters, and Mullets on YouTube.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a good night. I'll see you soon, John.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, a little preview of what we're going to in an upcoming episode. I said right now we got a bunch of them in the box right now, so I want to be able to take it easy this summer. I've worked very hard on the podcast for the last 5-6 months, and it takes up a lot of my time. So this summer, I would like to enjoy my weekends a little more. Hope everybody understands that. Yeah. So already went through everything on my upcoming episodes. Maxim Furyk. That was the other one I was forgetting. He's going to be coming on. He's interviewing in 2 weeks. So that'll be another one. And like I said, I'm working on getting some more off the rails footage or off the rails episodes, which my longtime followers and listeners, off the rails is something that I only have 1 episode on the podcast, but it's not encounter stories. It's more just I bring somebody in and we just talk about whatever. And I'm going to have some people doing some horror movie stuff, which is, you know, I like horror movies. So the first one of that will be Mel Heflin. Which I have this habit. I just send people messages, you know. I don't even know them. I just send them messages. And they probably see my messages and think, you know, oh, it's some random guy from, you know, Nigeria or something. No, I really do want to invite you on my show. This has been a pretty good live. Yeah. We've only been doing it for 1 hour and 8 minutes, and we've had 3 guests. And yeah, maybe I need to take a week off every once in a while. Well, you're going to. You're going to be just like everybody else, Becca. You don't get any special privileges. You have to wait for the episodes just like everybody else. She does. She can watch them anytime she wants. Or if the man wanting her house. That could be. Or maybe the man had a demon in him. The man died and now the demon's stuck in the house. Might be. Let's see. Yeah, I figured it out. It took me a minute. I do speak TikTok-ese. I do. And autocorrect-ese. Because my phone does it a lot. Yeah. I type faster than I think. That's my problem. Sometimes I just write gibberish. Who all we got in here? Thistle, how you doing tonight? Novisor. It's something like that. But welcome in. Would either of you don't want to live in a haunted house? You want to come in and talk? Because we can do that. Novisor. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Novisor with the creepy dolls. We can get you in. You don't have to do video if you don't want. I like video because I like to see who I'm talking to, but it's not a prerequisite. Thistle, how about you? Mike S, how you doing? Let's see. Yeah, this has been a pretty good live. It's hit or miss sometimes. Living there got to be a lot. It's different kind of energy living. Yeah. I never lived in a haunted house, but there was a witch that lived in my house one time. and not the house that I live in now. So yeah, that's why we're divorced. My grandma had porcelain dolls, and I'm sure there was just. Didn't we talk about that, Casey Bobbert? I feel like I've talked about that. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything more negative about my least favorite ex-wife. Which you can. That was autocorrect because I wanted to say something else, but this is TikTok. You know, I don't want to get a ding on my content. Hey, Ashley, I appreciate you coming in, and I'll get a hold of you after the live. We can set something up. Just making connections tonight. That's what I do on TikTok. Just making some connections. Thistle, how you doing tonight? You've been in here for a while watching. You got a paranormal encounter you'd like to share? If I don't get anybody else really quick, I might have to jump off here because, yeah. I did. I hit my follow. Oh, I've gained. Holy cow. I hit that today during the live. I hit my follower goal. Thank you, everybody. Went over my follower goal. Got 10K likes. This is why I hired my wife to moderate my lives, because without her, I may not have noticed that, because I'm a horrible host. Horrible. Okay, that's true. I like to pay attention to my guests. So maybe I am a good host. Which is why. Wait a minute, Laura left again. She was here before. Well, that's what the problem is. You was talking to her. Thank you, Casey Bobbert. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy talking to people. Just whenever. Yeah. because I'm kind of a wallflower most of the time. You know, I don't like the attention. And Becca's laughing at me. Old Abe, how you doing tonight? Old Abe is one of my subscribers. Came in and left, I think. Yeah. Nope, he's still here. Oh, was he? I missed him. Sorry, Old Abe. I didn't see when you came in the first time. Yeah, I get it. I get it. My Cougar Panel episode dropped last Wednesday, and then Tammy is this Wednesday. So, She's Watchers. And Old Abe called it my Cougar Panel. Yeah. So, I am Deborah, and don't let Becca lie to you. You know, it's the camera. It's, when I get in front of the camera, this is what comes out. Any other time, don't even know I'm here. Man, she just called me a liar. Can you believe that? I swear. Lucky she's good looking. I'm not fibbing, Becca. You guys have seen Becca. Yeah. A lot of you are on my Facebook page, so you all know what Becca looks like. And a bunch of you saw the video of her when she started my live. Yeah. Lucky Penny, how you doing tonight? If we, Lucky Penny left. JD, another subscriber, just joined. Yeah, go on. Man. JD came to the hometown, or not the hometown, to my current town. And we recorded 3 hours on Friday night. Yeah, I don't know. I've had this cough, I think, since September. I don't know. It's been a while. My sinuses, they just keep draining. But yeah, JD came into town and we had some really good pizza. We found Pabst Light, or he found Pabst Light, and I'm telling you what, for a light beer, it's probably my favorite light beer. I uploaded the videos to Google Drive. All right, no worries. They won't get posted till almost August. Oh, in August probably. Oh. So yeah, my video that comes out this week, JD has a link to it, but Old Abe has a link to it. Has the new intro music and outro music, but new intro on the. I'm trying something different. Just trying something different. I like the songs, so you know, and it's my show. So sometimes you got to do it for you. So yeah. Well, JD, where you at? Where'd you go today? Thank you for the goat. Appreciate it. Did you end up going to Southern Ohio or anything? Still trying to, oh, but you were talking about driving. You were, Google Drive. JD, are you where you can jump on for a minute? Or are you driving? Ooh, I'm driving my life away. Is that yes, you're where you can get on, or yes, you're driving? Ask two questions. You can't just say yes. Oh, okay, there we go. Right. JD, how you doing tonight?
Not doing too bad. Just got back from the Parapsychon 4 over in Ohio State Reformery.
Yeah. My first guest tonight was there on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than what I was anticipating.
That's what she said.
Yep. That's a beautiful building. Shawshank Redemption was filmed there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a whole bunch of other films were there, but I got to meet Barry Kling from Ghost Labs. It was just him; his brother wasn't with him, but that was probably my highlight right there. I really enjoyed the way they used to do Ghost Labs on the technical side. They really went into theory and all that.
Was that the one where they tried to capture the ghost?
No, it's where they had a trailer that was their command center, and they did a bunch of newer style. I mean, keep in mind this is what, early 2000s. They were doing a lot of newer technology. They were more on trying to data collect and prove things versus just getting video footage.
Right. Hang on, Burnt. Are you trying to join, or did you accidentally do that? Sometimes that happens.
Yeah,
Accident. Okay. No. I know when I'm in this format, it's very easy to do. So.
Yeah, when you're liking, it's easy to hit a request real quick.
Hello, Abby. My beautiful daughter, is in here watching. If anybody needs a hair did in Vandalia, hit me up. I can get you in contact with the best hairstylist in West Central Ohio.
Oh, now you tell me.
Do you need a haircut? I can hook you up, dude.
Fortunately, I'm taking off. Well, I got one more day. I am planning on heading down to Point Pleasant tomorrow. After I have to go into work, check in, do some paperwork and all that. But as soon as I can clear out, I'm doing I think it's a little over 3-hour drive from where I'm at to hit Point Pleasant and check out the Mothman statue.
Wait a minute. Abby, we're going to have to talk about this off my live.
Oh, holy cow.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to be texting you after the live. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're going down to Point Pleasant. That means you're going to be going through basically where I had my possible Bigfoot encounters.
Yeah, I'm going to see how much of a deviation it is, depending on when I get out. Well, either way, I'll be going by there again, because I have to go down and then I'll be driving back. So I may stop in real quick, get some pictures in the daylight.
Yeah.
And then depending on how late I stay, because I'm probably going to end up driving back up to like Toledo and getting a room up there before I take off on Tuesday.
Right. If I was going I wouldn't go to Tar Hollow personally. If you're wanting to see something cool, go to Hocking Hills.
Okay.
It's a little better scenery and stuff. I would recommend Ash Cave or Old Man's Cave.
You got pictures of your koozie down there at all?
I do not. Didn't have the koozie the last time I was down there. Abby says 100%. She just got back from Hocking Hills last weekend.
Oh, nice.
And they heard wood knocks while they were down there.
How late at night?
How late was it, Abby? Yep, they were hearing wood knocks. We'll wait for her to reply. 11 o'clock. So it's after dark. Yeah. So yeah. But I would definitely recommend Ash Cave. If you want a little more of a struggle hike, you can go to Rock House, because you got that hill that goes down to Rock Houses. It's not good for fat guys, I'll tell you that.
It's not named Misery Trail, so I should be okay.
No, it's not. It's not. Rock House is pretty cool though. It's this cave formation that looks like it could be used as a house.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. But yeah. So, but yeah, we thought we had some paranormal activity in the hotel room the other night, but
that just the way that sounded just sounded like it was in the other room. I'm pretty sure it had to be another door closing somewhere, but that sounded like the fridge was popping open.
Yeah,
you couldn't let me steal the beer. I mean, that was too good.
I mean, it was good beer. I don't know. I don't blame him for wanting to steal it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was a ghost, that was a beer I'd be stealing.
still, setting up a tripod in a hotel room always seems a little odd. I don't know why.
Yeah, and inviting random dudes from the internet over. Yeah, pervert.
You got to make fun of someone. I had a blast. Like you said, yeah. There's over 3 hours of recorded. Some of it's us running around like Scooby Doo trying to figure out a ghost story. But no, it was a blast. I'm looking forward to October coming up for the Ohio Bigfoot Jamboree 2. That's gonna be fun. This trip ended up being such an amazing trip for me because none of this was really planned. This was kind of almost last minute because I have another trip. I'm coming back in the area end of June for another outage, and I got them mixed up. I thought they were the same trips. I didn't plan anything. Didn't realize that you're the one that figured out the Paracon was going on in Mansfield. So
and the only reason I knew that was because my first guest that came in tonight, she had messaged me earlier that day when we were recording, and said that's what she was getting ready to go to. She had to go to bed because she was going to that. And I'm like, oh, well, we were looking for something for you to do. And
yeah, when you told me that, I was looking up on Facebook. We have friends of the show, Traveler's Moon, and they were there. So I got to see them. Wraith Chasers was there. We had met OG, me, and Larry had met them before we even were chumming with the spirits back in when was that? That was probably 5 years ago. They did a small show in Oklahoma, of all places, and that's when they had their TV show going.
Oh, really? I like that show.
Yeah, they did a really good job. They're really nice guys.
They were the ones that were trying to capture the ghosts, weren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then met with Cryptid Paranormal. Brian, great. I got to sit down. We probably talked for 2 hours in the bar. We didn't record anything, but we're, future collaborations. He has some pretty neat stories that's on his website. And he's just really kind of getting into this now. He's thinking about doing podcasting. So I kind of reached out to the group of people I know and said, hey, if anybody's got any advice. He's been on a couple other people's podcasts telling his stories. He's 6'8". And
just a little feller.
I'm getting tired of being 6 foot and the small guy in the group. But his story on his first encounter is pretty interesting. That's one where he was paintballing and thought it was his friend until he realized how big it was. And when a guy at 6'8" goes, it was big, he has a different perspective on big.
Right. So I am gonna reach out to him and try to get him on the show. So
he said he's more than happy to talk about it. I actually told him to talk to you about sound equipment. Said that you're probably one of the best guys to, if he's starting out, because you don't want to.
Oh yeah. I mean, if he's looking for ideas on what to start with, because I'll tell you what, my setup is not very expensive. It's some Amazon. I forget what it's even called.
You have to learn how to read.
Well, it's upside down and it's dark. I can't read it. I forget what it's called.
Yeah,
but I got it off Amazon. It's like just a starter podcaster kit, and I think it sounds great.
Oh no, you have some of the best sounds out there for the podcast. The way you blend it and that's he's looking at similar format as you. He's got a buddy that's a truck driver that may join in on him every once in a while. I'm like, well then don't go crazy. I go. I mean, my podcast, we have a huge system, but that's because there's 3 of us doing the podcast. So we had to kind of get something more elaborate, but
yeah, mine will handle another mic.
Yeah, most of them are dual minimum.
Yeah,
the smaller ones can go up to 4, and the one we use is a Zoom 8. We like to be fancy.
Yeah, I mean, right now, realistically, I could set up 4 microphones.
Oh, nice.
So, but I don't have. I want to wait till I get my own separate studio from the house. So
well, you now know those hotel rooms are set up just for you.
Yeah. I don't know. The acoustics in there were pretty shitty.
Yeah, that was the only bad thing. I was really surprised that my laptop took a lot of that out, that sound quality. So
my microphone probably would have gotten rid of it.
Yeah, I know our had my the soundboard from the podcast, we could have filtered all that out. But no, I had a blast. I got to meet with Jay and Justin from Cryptids of the Corn while I was out here too. Got to hang out with you. Like I said, this ended up being almost like a podcast dream weekend, other than the work. So
Yeah. Yeah. So you are coming back in June?
on June 23rd through the 27th, I will be back in Ohio.
What's the is that over a weekend or is that just through the week?
Just through the week.
Oh,
I'll probably end up coming out the Sunday before. Well, I have some flexibility. We can talk offline. Like,
okay.
look at your schedule and all that.
I was just thinking, let's see, June 23rd through the 27th. So if you come out the week before or weekend before, oh crap, we're not going to be camping that weekend, are we? That's when we got the graduation party.
What about the weekend after?
Yeah.
Like I said, we can talk about it offline. Not a big deal. And that's a month away.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah. So, hang on, I got to do my puzzle piece here. There we go.
Make sure you're real.
Yeah, because I've only been interacting with people. We have detected inactivity during your current live. Please verify to continue your current live. Whatever. Only been interacting and having people come in and out. I mean, I don't see why they would think I'm not live. You know.
Yeah, that was one of the things we found out when we were trying to do using our iPads with multiple. One was too far away and it logged us out because of inactivity. I'm like, how? I was getting up and walking in front of it, and I just missed the puzzle piece. I shut this down. Had to kick it back on.
You don't get it as much with your phone because you're actually physically touching the screen.
I didn't think about that.
But like I'm on my computer, so I'm just clicking. You know, it's not. I guess honestly, you could be doing that remotely or whatever, but whatever. Just another way for them to have to control you. Yeah.
But
So, all right, man. I do need to get off here because it's been an hour and a half, and I got to use the bathroom.
You're already at 10K likes. What more can you ask for, right?
Right, and I hit my my follower goal. So.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to have to up it again. So I like that.
So what happens if somebody gives you a galaxy?
I'd have to say, it's not a galaxy. What is it?
Oh.
Or it's let me see what that is.
Interstellar.
It is Interstellar. Yeah. I'll sing a song, but those things are expensive. So.
They are. They're about $100, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, they're probably more than 100 because TikTok takes the cut going in and going out. So.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah. But you have a great night. Thanks again for hanging out with me. And
yeah, no
August
problem.
When all that stuff will hit.
Yeah.
If it makes it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just whenever you get that uploaded, shoot me the link and we'll get that out. And like I said, it's going to be at least August before I release it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal for when we release, so we'll figure August and go from there, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate
it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Dan. They're worse than the government. They take even more than the government. So, all right. Well, I think we're going to have to shut this one down. It's been a long time. Huh? It has been an excellent show. Made two really good connections for future guests, and yeah. We had Amanda, Ashley, Spirit Chaser, and JD. That's it, right? There was 4 guests. Yeah. Anybody have any questions for me before I log off of here? Dano was here. Deep dive with Dano was here. It's not a party until Dan shows up. You know, that's what we always said growing up. It's not a party until the pastor shows up. You get the pastor and a cop in here, and holy cow, you know you've got a good party then. Johnny's not here. He shows up, holy cow. Right. Teddy Mike, welcome in. But we are going to go ahead and shut this one down. My bladder says you're done, fella. So until next time, next week, be looking for promo videos. I'm not sure when the live is going to be next week. Depends on if I can convince Becca to go camping or not. I really want to go camping, even if it's cold. So we'll see. She may just have to come out during the day or something, because I want to sleep in my hammock. So, but I'll make a video for here, Facebook, and YouTube, letting everybody know when the lives will be next week. That's how it's going to be every week until we get back from Georgia in September. Yeah. There's going to be a night where I'm going to do a live from the hot tub in Georgia. Yeah. That's right. You're going to see all the lusciousness then. I might even twerk in the hot tub. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. No, but we might do it from the deck in Georgia so everybody can see the view that we're having. And but yeah, until next week, I'll talk to you later. Gotta go.
Shadow in the pines lurking in the dusky air. Bigfoot stomps through the woods like he don't care. Lights in the sky flash green then blue. Aliens descending with a secret or two. Whispers in the breeze, cold fingers down your spine. Ghosts in the graveyard, twisting through time. Eyes wide open in the dead of night. The myths and monsters giving one hell of a fright. Oh, Miss Monsters and Mullets podcast, spinning wild tales of a future and a past. Hosted by John Methencamp's fiery soul. He takes us where the wild unknown flows. Oh, Miss Monsters and Mullets podcast, spinning wild tales of a future and a past. Hosted by John Methencamp's fiery soul. He takes us where the wild unknown flows. Down by the bayou, you hear a raspy growl. Swamp gas glowing as the coyotes howl. A UFO zipping just above the trees, grabbing hold of wonder like a southern summer breeze. Some call it crazy, others call it a lie. But listen real close as the truth passes by. The lines are blurry, the story's bold. John Methencamp spins them into southern gold. Apparitions dancing in the smoky haze. Legends of the deep south told in hollers and bays. Bigfoot runs free, chasing raspy growl. Swamp gas glowing as the coyotes howl. A UFO zipping just above